Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am fanatical about for sale by owners, and in this video I am going to share with you how you could set appointments, listing appointments with for sale by owners by mastering the process of handling their objections over the phone. This is not going to happen in 1 minute here, so hang in there. Every point is important. This is not going to be a long video, but if you want to really master this stuff, you need to hear it all. First of all, you have no competition when it comes to FSBOs. Here's why. Because yes, there may be other agents calling. There may be a lot of other agents calling for sale by owners in your area. But 99.9% of these agents that are calling to preview the property. If I have a buyer, will you pay a commission? They're not having the only conversation that a FSBO cares about, which is saving the commission. Now, I want you to think about this. For sale by owners don't list with agents. I mean, clearly they're selling on their own because they didn't list with an agent, because they don't think that paying the agent's commission is worth it. Basically, what they're saying is your commission, what you do, is not worth the commission you charge. Therefore, I'm not going to pay it. I'm going to sell it myself. So again, since most of the agents don't know how to have a conversation to show this FSBO that they are worth the commission they charge, you have no competition because you'll be the only one actually having that conversation. Therefore, when you're able to set an appointment, a listing appointment, not a preview, you don't need an appointment to preview nobody. You just knock on their door, they'll let you in if they think you might have a buyer, which is what they believe is possible and the script that agents use. So anyway, FSBO mastery will make you millions. I know that. So here's the first thing I want you to write down. The great thing about FSBOs is all of them say the same things to you. So it's not like every FSBO you call is something different. No, the objections are the same. I challenge you to call 100 for sale by owners and write down the objections you hear. And very quickly you're going to notice, uh-oh, Groundhog Day, the same thing that the last one told me, that all the other ones told me. And by the way, some of the objections sound like it's something else, but it's not. It's all the same. I'm gonna show you. Actually, I'm going to teach you how to handle these objections because there are only a few of them. Now, the answer to these objections, or answers to these objections, are all available to you. If you call FSBOs and you don't know how to handle their objections, it's a choice that you're making not to learn how to handle them, because when you do, then you'll be able to set appointments. So, what are the common objections? Okay, I wrote down a few here, okay? I can sell it myself. I don't need an agent. I don't want to pay a commission. Bring me a buyer. I'll pay you a commission. I have a friend in real estate I will list with if I decide to do that. There may be one or two more. By the way, I can sell it myself. I don't need an agent, and I don't want to pay a commission, really is all the same. Think about it. Think about it. It's the same thing. Now, bring me a buyer. Slightly different. And of course, the friend in real estate. Have you noticed, if you've called FSBOs, you probably know this already. FSBOs have more friends in real estate than anybody else on the planet. Okay? They all have a friend or friends in real estate they would list with. Now, the great thing about FSBO objections is they're handled the same way, and they don't really need to be handled. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to teach you how to handle it, but in essence, you're not really handling it. And I'll explain now. There are 4 steps to handling a forced sale by owner objection over the phone. So let's take them one by one. I can sell it myself. What do you do with that? When they're giving you the objection, step 1, you listen intently. Don't be in your head freaking out thinking about what to say. Great. What's step number 2? Repeat and approve what they said with the purpose of making them feel like you heard them and you understand them. Don't ever disagree with them. Even if they say something that would be disagreeable. If you disagree, it turns into an argument and you're not gonna win. They'll win because they have the power to hang up that phone. So how do you handle, step 3, ask a question to spark their curiosity. Create some doubt in their mind. And then the 4th step is you ask for the appointment. So I can sell it myself. You repeat and approve that. I completely understand, Mr. Seller. You could use their name. I like using people's name a lot. I completely understand, Jackie. And by the way, I have no doubt that you can sell this property on your own. You sound like a smart lady and you sound like you know what you're doing. Let me just ask you this question. If I can show you a way, question to spark curiosity or get their attention, where I can sell this property for you, and even after my commission is paid, you'd be able to walk away with more money than if you sold it yourself. Is that something you might be interested in looking at? I don't know how you could possibly do that. Well, that's exactly why I'd like to meet with you for just 20 minutes, and I'll show you exactly how I'd be able to do that for you. Are you available at 3 o'clock? Would 4 be better? Let's say they say, just for the sake of making this more interesting, well, no, I'm really not interested right now. Call me in a month. Absolutely. I can definitely follow up with you. And here's what I'm thinking, Jackie. I am clear that you're not looking to list the property with an agent. And the reason why I'd like to meet with you now is just so that you can look at all of your options and make sure that you're making the best decision for yourself financially. You're under no obligation. It would only take 20 minutes for me to show you how I can actually benefit you financially in the sale of your home. And at the end of our meeting, you decide what's best for yourself. So would you be available around 3 o'clock today? Would 4 be better? I wanted to do this go a little bit further with call me in a month because, first of all, they could say that. Second, I wanted to show you how you have to take the pressure off. They don't know who you are. They have no idea what you're talking about and what you can do for them. And so when you ask for the appointment, a lot of sellers, not just for sale by owners, they're going to be thinking that, oh, there's going to be pressure for me to list the house, and I don't want to list the house, so I don't even want to bother with this because I'm not interested in listing. So acknowledge that. I know that you're not interested. You're under no obligation. At the end of our meeting, you decide what's best for yourself. So they're feeling like, okay, this is easy to say yes to. There's no pressure here. And they're more likely, way more likely to say yes. So I don't need an agent. Same thing, Mr. Seller, I completely understand where you're coming from. From your perspective, you're looking at this thinking, we are looking at what most agents do out there, and you're thinking, well, you could do the same thing. And by the way, I have no doubt that you can sell it yourself. Here's a different question to get their attention. And at the same time, Jackie, if there was a better way for you to get this home sold, wouldn't you at least want to know about it? Well, what do you mean? Well, it would only take me 20 minutes to show you how I could actually benefit you financially and more than make up for the commission that I charge. And Jackie, you're under no obligation. Our meeting is only 20 minutes. At the end of our meeting, you can decide what's best for yourself. So would 3 o'clock work for you today? Would 4 be better? Just like that. And believe me, it's the same. It's the same. So the friend, let's go to the friend in real estate. So I have a friend in real estate, 100%. And by the way, Jackie, all of my clients have friends in real estate. And so I just want to ask you this. Obviously, I don't know who your friend is, and I'm sure he or she's a good agent because you sound like a smart lady. You wouldn't just list your property with anyone unless you felt that they would do a good job for you, and I'm sure that they would. And at the same time, Jackie, if there was a significant advantage for you to work with someone other than your friend, is that something that you might consider? So this one, the repeat and approve is a little bit different because you want to make sure that you say what I said. You could rewind and listen to it again so they don't feel like they need to defend the friend and say to you, well, but my friend is a good agent. Why would I? So when I say I'm sure they are a good agent, I'm taking that away. So when I ask the question to spark curiosity, get their attention here, they're not going to come back with defending the friend. Bring me a buyer. Jackie, I completely understand. And by the way, I appreciate the offer. If I happen to come across a buyer that's looking for a property like yours, I will definitely let you know. I'm approving what they said. I'm acknowledging it. And let me ask you a question to get their attention. Obviously, you're selling on your own because you want to save the commission, and at the same time, you're willing to cooperate with agents and pay a portion of their commission if they happen to have a buyer. And if I can show you a way, Jackie, where I can more than make up for that difference in commission you're looking to save, is that something you might be interested in looking at? And they'll say, well, make up for the commission. How could you do that? That's exactly why I'd like to meet with you for just 20 minutes. I'm available today around 3 o'clock. Would 4 be better for you? So the process is the same. When you think about the objection, the question to get their attention needs to make sense to what they're saying, but it's all the same. And notice, I said to you earlier that you don't really handle these objections. I'm not really handling the objections. I'm just going through this same process that I shared with you here. And the last one that I had actually given you, which is, these are the common ones. You're gonna hear this from 99% of the FSBOs. I don't wanna pay a commission. I completely understand, Mr. Seller. Obviously, you're looking at this thinking, if I can sell my house for the same price that an agent can sell it for, why would I pay an agent to do it? So I'm with you there. I completely get it. And Mr. Seller, at the same time, if I can show you a way where I can net you more money than if you were to sell it yourself, even after my commission is paid, is that something you might be interested in looking at? Right now, the thought that's coming to my mind is a lot of you are actually watching this and thinking, well, and how is it that I'm going to be able to net more money? There's a video on my YouTube channel. It's titled Live Listing Presentation. And I take you through the actual presentation when you're there at the house on how you're going to be able to net more money. So if I read your mind and you're wondering how that's going to work, go find the video and watch it. So you know what the steps are. And the last thought I want to give you on this is, everything that I've given you here on how to handle these objections, it's a script. But when I say it to you, it doesn't sound scripted, because it's not supposed to sound scripted. This is a conversation. And how you turn scripts into conversations is by practicing a lot and speaking with the tens of thousands of FSBOs that I've spoken with in my career. It won't take you tens of thousands to make it sound like a conversation, but it's just practice. The more you do it, the better at it you get. And it is a conversation, not a script. Because if you sound scripted, you're not going to get very good results. Now, in the beginning of my real estate career, I sounded scripted because I had no idea what I was doing. And even then, I got appointments and I took listings. And I started getting better and better and better and better. So stop with this story in your head that you don't like scripts. What you don't like is to sound scripted. Nobody does. And to turn those scripts into a conversation is going to require you to do it. So get out there and do it. And I know you'll be able to set FSBO appointments and list FSBOs. Nobody else is doing it this way. Everybody else is just previewing properties and offering to bring a buyer. So you go make it happen. Thanks for watching. Like, comment on the video. Let me know if you have any questions. And subscribe to the channel. Of course, ring the bell next to it so when we upload new videos, you get a notification. And I will see you soon.